All right, let's get after this. It's a new dinner and drinks. My name is Wingnut. We continue on with our Hispanic Heritage Month cooking series. I have in my hand what I just made, which is a Pineapple Habanero Margarita, and this thing is spicy. It's a whole habanero with all the seeds and everything in it. It is, my mouth is on 1,000,000,000% fire. You can see our Instagram Reels or our TikTok channels to see how to make this. But we're here now, me and you, to make chimichangas. I am very excited about this. It's basically a fried burrito. We are gonna start, we're doing this completely, unlike probably any other burrito you've ever had. We're using green tomatoes. We're using salsa verde. We are also going to use green chilies. It's all going to be fun, fantastic, and it is time for us to start. So what do you say? Let's make some chimichangas. So we got a few things going. This pan is where our onions are gonna go. This pan is where these green tomatoes are gonna go. And I'm just gonna do, not a dice, but like I want them in little bits because it's still gonna be part of our quote unquote chili that is gonna go in with our chicken, and our chicken's gonna cook in this. But my idea here, even though I'm not a giant tomato fan, is to have consistency while the chicken is cooking in there. So we can go ahead and make sure we chop everybody up nice and even. This is gonna take a bit, so we'll do a quick cut. You see what I'm doing with the tomatoes. Again, I gotta get better on my knife skills too. But see, they're like cubish. It also just dawned on me while I'm doing this, I'm basically doing fried green tomatoes, which I've also never had, but I don't want to say the word fried, they're just going in there with butter. All right, we got a couple of things still going on, so let's get our onions in. Boom. And then open our green chilies. So our green chilies are gonna go in with the green tomatoes. Bloop. In my stomach, this should make sense. Gross. Spoon. And we mix everybody in together. So now we'll let this cook down. Get rid of some of the juices that are in there. Thicken it up. And this is gonna go, again, in with our chicken. So our chicken's gonna end up getting cubed. I'll show you that here in just a second. Once this gets heated up, while we're waiting, let's actually throw some flavor down. Throw some pepper down. Salt. Garlic powder. Chili powder. Paprika. Some Mexican oregano. And to me, the most important ingredient, cumin. I am a sucker for cumin. And we're on a medium. Let's grab another spoon and take a look at our onions. Make sure everyone's split up. And they'll get there. Eventually what's gonna happen, I'm gonna take the onions, all these strands, we're gonna put it in there, and then I'm gonna just quickly flip the heat on this pan to high, and we're gonna just sear the chicken and then throw the chicken in there to finish. It'll be in cubes. And now the onions are going in that pot. I'm a fan. So we'll let this melt, and then I'm gonna take the 3 chicken breasts that I have, and we're gonna sear them on both sides. Let's get to some sizzling action. See, these are unseasoned. I just want to get the sear on them. Oh, actually, since I'm here, I'm gonna take my Cholula green pepper hot sauce. We're gonna bring some heat. So we did a flip, got a good little sear going on. And the other side will then get it, and then we're gonna cut them up into diced pieces, and it's gonna go in that pot, and they're gonna sit and they're gonna cook. So the heat's been killed. We're gonna go ahead and take the big boy off, and we are going to dice it on this cutting board, like so. We're gonna do it to all three. I'm just gonna have you on the video for the one. That way I'm not boring you too much. Soon after, we will get to rolling it in a burrito, put some queso down on it, and get to making our chimichanga. So the reason I only seared the sides is I want that flavor, but then I also want the chicken bits to get all the flavor of all that we've made in here, of all these spices. All the chicken is cubed up and in here, and we're gonna let this go for about a half hour so everything can cook. And then chimichanga time. Set up now, I'm gonna go ahead and transition all of the bits into this sieve and get our liquid out, because I do want to save the liquid, but I want the chicken and the veggies and everything to be its own thing. So that looks halfway decent. Let's let that drain for a little bit. I know you can't see it, and for that I apologize. You might. Of course, if you've had to go to the bathroom, now is not the right time for you to be watching this video. You'll also notice in the corner over here, I've got refried beans. I want to save all of that, which I'm 1,000,000,000% going to. Get all that goodness back in there. We don't want to lose any of that. So we're going to let this go for a few more minutes. It'll be time for fun. So we've got our big burrito here. So I'm going to go ahead and layer a piece of refried beans. Next up, I'm going to do just a scoop guacamole. Next up, coming in hot, some queso fresco. Look at this thing, right? So we're just going to shred some queso fresco. Because it's in a wheel, it is awkward. Yeah, that's good. I just don't want to overstuff this because I'm terrified of overstuffing it. Because coming in next, we've got our chicken mixture that I can't put on camera because I'm running out of kitchen space. But we're going to do one. And we're going to do two. Let's do some more queso fresco. We're going to do a lot more on top of this. And then we're going to roll it tight like a burrito. And then we're going to throw it in the oil. And that's what we're going to do to make our chimichanga. So for the burrito, you want to tuck the sides in case you've never made one. Fold from the bottom. And then you tuck the bottom into the top. And then from there, keep folding in the sides. And I already see some seepage. We've got a problem here. And I think it's because my finger popped it. But what we're going to do now, you can see here, let me wipe my hands off. We're going to take this and we're going to, first things first, seam side down in the oil. Boom. Let that fry up. Let's go ahead and pay attention to this one. It's been frying for a bit. It's not hot enough. So we want that all the way, hear it? We want it all the way around. We're gonna go ahead and try and just drop this one in and see what happens. Let's grab our tongs real quick. Let's take a peek. Here. All right, it's holding, it's holding, it's holding. I like it. Let's grab our tongs, take a look. Definitely getting brown. Huge fan of what's happening. Next up, we're gonna plate. Here it comes. In all of its hotness. We're now gonna top this with some sour cream infused green chili sauce. And because it's still the temperature of the sun, more cheese. Let's do some more of our green hot sauce. If maybe it wants to come out. I think the biggest question is, what does it look like on the inside? So we're going to cut this in half so we can hear it. Ready? Look at that ridiculous piece of meat. It's going to be too hot. All right, so we'll let it cool down for a little bit. Let's hope that it is not scorching from the sun. Oh my God. A, it's hot. Like temperature hot. But B, oh my God, it's so hot. Meaning it's so good. Hot, hot, hot. Oh, that was too hot. See the steam still? Oh, hot. Follow my little tiny instructions and you'll be the happiest person on the planet. I'm going to demolish this. But if you have that fear of hearing people eat, I'm going to go ahead and cut. Thank you for watching. Keep celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. Next week, I know how I'm closing this one out. Get ready for birria tacos. The best tacos in the world. I know this is... Oh, goodness. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you who do support. And know from the bottom of my heart, like it... Tip of my cap. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of whenever it is that you're watching, whether it's day, night, afternoon, morning.